And Secretary Pete Hegseth directing the Secretary of the Army to cut wasteful spending and focus on getting soldiers physically and mentally fit to, quote, restore the warrior ethos and reestablish deterrence. The Army is planning a sweeping transformation that will merge or close headquarters, dump outdated vehicles and aircraft, slash as many as 1,000 headquarters staff in the Pentagon, and shift personnel to units in the field. This, according to a new memo and officials familiar with these changes. Fox News contributor and former Special Operations Intel analyst Brett Velicovich joins me now. Brett, instead the priority will be air and missile defense, cyber warfare, and space. Your thoughts?
Well, this is all about a leaner force within the U.S. military with the goal of deterring China, which seems to be the administration's #1 priority, for, strategic aligning the force. And this is really long overdue, Todd, and I'm glad our leaders are finally listening to what's needed. China is a major long-term risk to U.S. influence and power, and they're outpacing us in so many different ways, especially as it relates to military advancements in AI and drone technology. They're the leading threat to U.S. national security militarily, economically, and they're very quiet about it, especially as they rapidly build up one of the largest militaries at a rate that we've never seen. They are completely reshaping the world right now behind the scenes through their government's greedy appetite for resources, energy. They consume a mind-boggling amount of resources, but they are at war economically. Make no mistake about that. They're stealing intellectual property from American businesses, and we really need to be increasingly concerned about the spread of Chinese influence across the world and as it relates to our own military, because they've expanded their capabilities, they've expanded artificial intelligence, their collection efforts, cyber warfare, diplomatic presence around the world, and they're really eager to sort of upend the status quo, and they become extremely emboldened and overconfident because of years of their government simply going on unchecked. And I think we need to be prepared as Americans for the reality that we could be at war one day with China. And so I'm really glad that our administration is focusing on it and sort of changing our policies internally so that we can revamp our national security, because it's just been complete failure after failure with prior administrations when it's come to our China policy.
Yeah, and this move treats them as an adversary, not just a competitor, which the prior administration seemed to think they were. Meantime, Moscow criticizing the U.S.-Ukraine minerals deal, with senior Russian official Dmitry Medvedev issuing a message on Telegram, writing, quote, Trump has finally broken the Kyiv regime into paying for American aid with minerals. And now military supplies will have to be paid for with the national wealth of the disappearing country. How do you read that statement, Brett?
Well, Russia is obviously very upset about this. It looks like we're aligning a little bit closer to Ukraine, and I frankly think it's about time. Putin screwed up, frankly, and I think our president may finally have had enough with him. He can't verbally commit to these ceasefires and then 24 hours later attack civilian infrastructure, and that's the problem. Even at a time when the world is looking to Russia to come to an agreement and calm down and slow down for a bit so we can actually have peace, they continue to commit war crimes in broad daylight. So they've been pretty upset with these mineral deals. And I've witnessed, frankly, their brutality and atrocities firsthand by being on the ground in Ukraine. They've created one of the largest humanitarian crises since World War II. They've displaced millions of people with their unjust war. And they, for years, have made it very clear they have no intention to distinguish between military and civilian targets. And so I think one of the things that this mineral deal does is it actually is something that's great for the U.S. It's great for our interests. And we need to do what's best here for our U.S. interests. And not only does it protect our investment over the long term there, it also provides a little bit of a security blanket for Ukraine to know that we're going to be in it for the long haul. And of course, that's something that upsets Russia at the higher levels.
Yeah, Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, saying last night on Fox that they're going to need a real breakthrough and very soon to make peace possible, saying he's not sure how much more time Donald Trump is going to give to this because they got to get moving and they got to get moving now. Speaking of which, we need to get moving, but I do need a quick answer on this. The U.S. Army planning to advance their technology by incorporating more drones. Mr. Drone Warrior, your thoughts?
Look, we're in an international drone arms race right now, so this is long overdue. We need a reset, especially as it relates to our military drone industry moving and outpacing China. And frankly, we just need to reflect on the realities of modern warfare, influenced by lessons learned from the war in Ukraine. We need to understand that we're not ready. There are outdated systems. There's an archaic military industrial complex within the U.S. where we've got these legacy drone systems that would not work for modern day threats. And so we've got to stop thinking about drones in old ways. Drones shouldn't be thought of anymore as these large surveillance assets. These are ammunition now. These are artillery rounds. And we need to manufacture small drones at a massive scale, just like we do artillery, and allow our warfighter to become more lethal. And we've got the blueprint right now for how future battles are going to be fought based on Russia and Ukraine's tactics at war. So I'm glad we're pouring a ton of money into this industry. We need to outfit each of our soldiers with a drone, just like we outfit them with an assault rifle.
You've been on our air since as long as I can remember, pushing for this. It looks like it is finally about to happen. Brett Velicovich, have a great weekend. Thank you, sir.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.